Today we're starting off with one of my personal favorite storylines in all of Warcraft lore, and apparently the most difficult campaign in all of Warcraft 3. The Scourge Campaign, The Legacy of the Damned, Chapter 1, King Arthas. At the capital city of Lordaeron, near the ruined palace gardens, Archimonde's pet dreadlords discuss their current plans for the Scourge. Let's have a look. This is gonna be good.
It's been months since we last heard from Lord Archimonde. I grow tired of watching over these rotting undead. What are we still doing here?
We were charged with overseeing this land, Deatherrock. It is our duty to remain here and ensure that the Scourge is ready for action. True, though we should have received some kind of orders by now.
The Legion was defeated months ago. How could they not know?
Impossible to say, but the longer they remain in command, the more they run the Scourge into the ground.
What? Who could possibly...
Greetings, Dreadlords. I should thank you for looking after my kingdom during my absence. However, I won't be requiring your services any longer.
Prince Arthas, this land is ours. The Scourge belongs to the Legion.
Not anymore, demon. Your masters have been defeated. The Legion is undone. Your deaths will complete the circle.
Never! This isn't over, human.
We knew you would return to us, Prince Arthas.
I have returned, Lich, but you will now address me as king. This is, after all, my land. Now we must secure the kingdom by scouring the last remnants of humanity from it.
But my king, the humans have begun to abandon their villages. They are fleeing to the canyon passes. If they escape into the mountains, it will be impossible to hunt them all down.
Then we must slaughter them before they escape. Their deaths will be a fitting tribute to Ner'zhul.
Alrighty, so here we go. Now supposedly this is a very, very difficult mission and far more difficult than the ones that we have played thus far. So I think we're just gonna figure this out in the first attempt and then restart the mission and try it out for real in the next one. So we got a main quest right here. Let's just go ahead and do some reading, because many of you pointed out, Lowko, good luck with the next mission, because it's nearly impossible and hard. Of course, by the way, we're gonna be playing each and every one of these missions on the hardest difficulty that the game has to offer. So I'm gonna make the assumption here that it's gonna take me quite a little bit of time. Anyway, let's figure it out. Chapter 1, King Arthas. Our main quest objective, or at the very least the first of two, is to slaughter human refugees. Destroy the refugee towns, 0 out of 9. And then we also have to make sure that no more than 20 of the refugees escape. Alright, fair enough. We can do with that. We can do that one. So those towns are apparently marked right here on the mini-map. I'm assuming that there are only going to be 3 houses big. Is that what's going on? Alright. So we control 3 different sites. Arthas in the bottom left, Kel'thuzad in the top right, and Sylvanas in the bottom right. Okay. So they all seem to have... Oh god, they all seem to have their own separate sets of income. Actually, they don't have any income whatsoever, but they got like a crazy amount of research, or a crazy amount of resources here. So I'm probably going to be alright by just simply queuing up a lot of these. And these are all human refugees right here, so we'll have to make sure that we kill those. Do they automatically attack move on them? Apparently they indeed do. So that's very important to note. And once again, of course, this is going to be just a first attempt here, because we'll have to figure out what is roughly going on here. So I think I should just be trying to produce as much out of each and every one of those buildings that we can find on each corner of the map. So right over here in the bottom right corner with Sylvanas, we've got a whole lot of these banshees. Now first off, we got Sylvanas herself. She got Black Arrow, adds 2 bonus damage to attacks. Units killed while under the effect of Black Arrow will turn into 200 hit point skeletons. Alright, that's super good. And then we also got Drain Life, or Life Drain rather. Absorbs the life essence of a target enemy by taking 25 hit points per second from it and giving them it to the Dark Ranger. We got the Book of the Dead, summons 4 skeleton warriors. We got Goblin Landmines as well as a Scroll of Restoration. Okay.
Allow the humans to escape.
Nah, it's alright. Don't worry about it. We'll do a proper attempt here in just a little bit. Alright, so next up right here in the bottom right corner, we've got Curse. Curse is a target enemy unit, causing it to have 33% chance to miss on attack. We got the Anti-Magic Shell, creates a barrier that stops spells from affecting a target unit. And we also have got Possession, which is super good. We can try and steal some units. Apparently, each side also has got a limit right here of a maximum of 30 supply. And I got a bunch of these shades available here as well. I may actually be able to steal these 2 knights here right from the get-go, which is fair enough. There's actually 2 more right over here. Maybe I should just go ahead and use that. This is going to be rather tricky though, because how do I even make my way to all of these? Should we try and focus on one corner at a time? I think that may very well be my best bet. It seems like they aren't necessarily pushing as aggressively right here like they are in the bottom left corner. Arthas seems to have the hardest time here. And Arthas, of course, have got Death Coil, which will be able to deal damage as well as heal people. We got Death Pact, kills a targeted friendly unit, giving 300% of its hit points to the Death Knight. We got Unholy Aura, as well as Animate Dead. Then we got the Lich Kel'thuzad, Frost Nova, we got Frost Armor here as well. We got Dark Ritual as well as Death and Decay, which I'm pretty sure needs to be channeled as well, right? Does it actually need to be channeled? Will it continue casting right now as well if I move Kel'thuzad? No, it does need to be channeled. Alright, so it seems like... Oh, okay, I was gonna say, it seems like every single one of my heroes is level 10 already, with the exception of apparently Sylvanas, who we did meet during the Reign of Chaos campaign. Alright, so here's the plan. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna restart the mission. I'm gonna queue up as many units as I can in each of the corners, and we'll clean up here as much as we can with Arthas first. I think this is going to be the first bunch of buildings, or the first village, apparently, that we're gonna try and take out.
We cannot allow the humans to escape.
We'll try and just simply push in every single corner, though. This is gonna be tricky, because I'm gonna have to do some insane multitasking. Alright, here we go. You guys, move onwards. Go wherever you please. Queue up as many of these as we can. Queue up as many ghouls here as we can as well. You guys are gonna be hotkey 2, with the exception of these shades. I don't know where you guys need to go, but I'll just simply move you across wherever you can. There we go. And I'm also gonna queue up as many of these units here as we can, out of each of those, as well as a whole bunch of these ghouls. And we'll do the exact same right here in the top right corner too. Sending the shades onwards, each in separate directions. And we'll create here as much as we can. Alrighty. Very good. Now, I don't know if we should go ahead and push right away, but you know what? We may as well give it a try. Apparently, these dudes are immediately going to be moving out. Apparently, some of the refugees are actually militia. Of course, that is one of the abilities of the humans. Let's see how much damage we can do here. I should probably mostly use Death Coil here for healing up. It's been a little while, actually, since we last played with the undead. Alright. As long as we can kill these, we're probably gonna be alright. I should bring over any kind of reinforcing units as well, though, while we're doing this. There we go. And that should be this first wave at least dealt with. Apparently there is a paladin over here, a level 9 one, who's gonna be capable of healing up a lot of dudes here. That's kind of terrifying. And apparently he's also got resurrection. Oh!
You wear your father's crown as if you earned it. You may kill me, but my brethren will never stop hounding you.
I can't believe any of you survived the first purge. No matter. After today, your self-righteous order will cease to exist.
Alright, so people aren't all too impressed. Maybe I should just try and nuke down these buildings. Can I actually put down these goblin landmines as well? I'm pretty sure I can probably put them in the middle of them, right? Yeah, I can. And hit all of these things at once if a unit walks over it. Let's give that a try. Yeah, so it seems like each and every one of my heroes has got 3 of these mines, which is pretty interesting. You guys just go wherever you please. I don't really know exactly where you should go, but you can do some scouting up ahead. We'll push right here. I can buy a bunch of items here from the store as well, probably, which is probably not that bad of an idea. Scrolls of healing. There you go. We can also get a potion of mana, another one. And I'll try and see if I can make this work here really quite easily and early on into this match. I don't think my heroes are capable of joining each other, or at the very least they probably shouldn't. Although, already apparently one of these dudes is trying to get through. Alright, so here we go. Let's try and see what we can do here. I'll try and see if I can put down these mines. right over here. Can I stack them up to... Yeah, I think I can.
At last.
So we'll see if that actually activates right from the get-go here. Very good. And I'm hoping here that the enemies will decide to walk onto this thing. Yeah, okay. So it's actually being teleported in. Oh, that's crazy. All right. I was hoping here that they're gonna be... Oh yeah, no, it worked. Oh, it did work. I was gonna say, I'm hoping here that they're gonna be capable of getting some of these units in.
You wear your father's crown as if you earned it. You may kill me, but my brethren will never stop hounding you.
I can't believe any of you survived the first purge. No matter.
It did work. That's
After
sick.
Today, your self-righteous order will cease to exist.
That's so cool, though. Not gonna lie. I didn't actually think that that would work as brilliantly as it did. So I just noticed we had these goblin landmines, and they seem awfully strong. Now, of course, we do have to worry about the bubble right there. Bubble is a pretty annoying little skill that all of these humans do have. Apparently now there's also a wave right over here. I could probably raise that quite easily. I guess we'll do some exploring over here next. Let's see if we can do any work. This knight is not really taking a whole lot of damage now, is it? We could probably actually take out the paladin here first, which would make life a little easier. Alright. Once again, that bubble. Alright, we'll try and see if we can push onwards here instead. I'll bring as many of these dudes over as well. I'm not sure which town should be first here, though. Is there gonna be a town over here, too? No, I don't think we should worry about that one all too much.
Before they reach the pass.
Oh.
Stop them before they reach the pass.
Alright. There's a lot of skeletons over here. And actually, oh no! Some of the villages just randomly snuck by my units. Apparently they've got a really low attack priority. Well, that's not quite what I was hoping for. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna do a little bit of exploration here. And we'll try and get a really good start. Like, if I can get a good start, I can probably close out the mission. I think. I hope. We'll do some exploration right here on this end as well, just to see what's going on. What town should I be taking out here first? On Kel'thuzad. Because I think we're gonna worry about him next. See if we can do some work. So there's one town right over here. Yeah, okay. This one should be doable. And I think I can do a similar trick right over here. Even though, of course, like, this is not looking that healthy right now. I can do a very similar trick over here. In the sense that that mine should do a lot of damage. Do I actually need 3 of these goblin landmines to go ahead and, you know, make this work? Do I really need this many? I'm not entirely sure if that's actually true. Maybe I could just get away with just a single goblin landmine there instead and use the, you know, the rest of them a little bit more effectively here as well. I don't know exactly how much damage they do. Hold on, let me have a look. It doesn't actually say exactly the amount of damage that it does. That is a little unfortunate. Alright, so as soon as you start attacking one of the houses, immediately these units come in. Yep, that's exactly what goes on here. We'll push here to the top one instead. So let me go ahead and save right here, because I'm quite happy with this early game, although I actually did not realize that once again... Oh man, are you kidding me? Once again, a whole bunch of these human troops slip by. I think we may need to fight on the road or something. Yeah, I should rally towards the road as well, just so my units will pick up any of these reinforcements. Oh man, that's a mess. Okay, so here we are once again, very specifically putting my rally points where I think they're gonna be needed. Because I mean, even though we had good control right there for a little bit, apparently it was just barely not gonna be enough. We'll push once the first unit right here comes out of the slaughterhouse. We just need to get a good beginning, okay? I think if we manage to clean up the first 2 waves or so, life is gonna be pretty straightforward. I think. I hope. So you can see, like, these humans are not particularly strong, but the attack priority is super low. Look at that. Apparently, if there's one militia there ready to attack, the attack priority of this is stupid low. Very, very, very strange. Alright. Anyway, it's alright. Arthas, once again, I want you to go ahead and put up a few of these mines over here. Can I actually buy some more? You know what? I'll just put down a bunch. There we
You
go.
wear your father's crown as if you earned it. You may kill me, but my brethren will never stop hounding you.
I can't believe any of you survived the first purge. No matter. After today, your self-righteous order will cease to exist.
Okay, so we'll fight right over here instead. And that should eventually end up dying here, I'm assuming. Sadly, I cannot summon any more Ziggurat's game. I wish. I wonder if I should actually worry too much about this. I can easily resurrect a bunch of forces now, though. I should probably take care of this. Apparently, we can also reanimate some of these pack horses. Very, very helpful. Anyway, so the next wave will be arriving here shortly. Not too worried about that right now. I'm pretty sure they will die. Pretty sure that is. I'm not sure if they actually will, but all is good.
Slaughter the humans before they escape.
Yeah, so once again, this human is just a pain. It's just a level 9 paladin. It's just not gonna die very easily. I should buy items though. Those items are really good. Okay, let's buy some items here as well. See if we can get anything good. I can buy lesser clarity potions, rolled of... Okay, you know what? I'll get some of these. I'll get some of these. So apparently Sylvanas' wave, by the way, not really much of an issue. Sylvanas' wave here, not too scary.
Nearing the pass. Stop them.
Okay, get him. Come on. I just have to manually target fire him, because apparently my units are not smart enough to realize that that should not be something to be skimped on. Very good. Oh no, there are going to be some units, but apparently not really any attack waves here. Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm just mistaken. Anyway. Alright. This is good though. This is exactly the setup that we were looking for, right? So let me take down whatever we can over here. You as well. And we'll just simply rally as many of these units as we can towards the path. Alright, next up, we're gonna head right over... Which one should we take down first? Maybe we should take down... Nah, this one is much weaker. I was gonna say, maybe we should take down the one right over here instead first, but... Nah, this one's alright. Alright, Kel'thuzad, you should come as well, dude. You're kind of like top priority. Although once again... this is such a mess! No, look at that. If there's one footman there, my units will completely and utterly forget, because they are, you know, they will just forget about all of the villages because they're not an attack priority. They're not a threat. Oh, apparently there are braces of agility over here, by the way. That's pretty interesting. Alright, maybe you guys should stand right over here. You guys actually have cannibalized now. Huh, I didn't even know about that. That's pretty cool. I'll leave some of these units right over here because we don't need everything. We don't need everything to be taken care of. I mean... As long as I can just target fire some of this, just like that. These should be taken care of as well. I didn't know that they had cannibalized though. That's pretty cool. It's the same as the little dudes right now. Alright. I think we're gonna be alright here, right? Let me try and see if I can take this part out. I'm not sure if we need to, but I can raise some dead. These will be taken care of just fine though. The Banshees are really strong. And we'll just check out, some of these dudes that will hopefully prevent the reinforcements from doing a lot of work here too. Okay. Take down a bunch of these tents, please. Otherwise, the YouTube comments get upset at me for not cleaning up every single thing. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. Some of you get really triggered when I don't clean every single bit of the map up. That's alright though. Alright. So we'll save right here. I feel confident right now. I feel confident right now. So we're gonna move up. And we're gonna try and see if I can take down the next base here instead. Sadly, I can't summon more Ziggurats. I wish. There we go. So many skeletons, though. And poof, he should be down. Very good.
Our brethren need assistance.
No, our brethren over here are fine. Very good. I don't really need to gather any lumber here or anything, right? Alright, you guys join as well, please.
Our brethren need assistance.
And we'll try and see if I can make a similar move right over here. Although I first off need to put up my Death and Decay, which does a lot of damage. Although it does need to be in a proper circle there. The units will move out of it. That makes life a little more difficult. We'll raise a lot of skeletons here. And we'll try and take down all of these things. Okay. As long as we're not slipping anything. That's all good. There we go. And we'll just have to try and take down this dude here primarily. That militia commander. Apparently does a lot of work. Oh no, come on. No way! How? I think this is like a similar situation here. Where apparently 3 of them become invulnerable as soon as they attack that escape route. Alright, that's just sloppy by me, but it's okay. We can't let a bunch of them escape. I think I'm gonna be capable of cleaning up this second little village here. Although once again, there's another one of these dudes. Actually, I can't even put up mines here in between. Yeah, the attack priority here of units is just super low. So having some in the back is not even that bad of an idea. Like having some units in the front and then a few in the back. They will attack stuff as long as there's not a bigger threat nearby. That's really what it comes down to. Anyway, so we're cleaning this thing up. Although once again, there's gonna be... there's gonna once again be one of those paladins here. And I'm gonna have to split up some of my units. Can I put up... Can I put up... Yeah, I can over here. What if I just run for it? What if I just run for it early on into the match? Is that possible, you think? Because some of them look really strong, but the others are a little unimpressive, I suppose. If we're up against a bunch of these militia commander right now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, in particular with one of these paladins in the back as well. Hold up, let me reload once again. Alright, this is what we're going to try. We're going to try and do exactly like I just said. Now, I do need my Lich to be able to get over there. Come on, Lich. You're smarter than this.
Never abandon Lordaeron, Arthas. We will never give up.
There we go. There we go. If that blows that up, which I think it will here in just a bit, I don't really mind losing a few troops here in the process. As long as we can deal with some of these. Yeah, there we go. That works. That's sick. I wonder if there's one of those options as well for Sylvanas. Now, Sylvanas is significantly weaker. But you know what? I'm just going to back up. I'm just going to back up. We don't really need to fight over here. Because I can just recreate pretty much anything I want. And we'll be totally fine here anyway, right? So that's pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Let me go ahead and go back to the store here as well. See if we can buy any additional items. And I'll actually back up here with Arthas for a second too. Just because I want to have some more units or some more items on his stuff as well. That's so nice though. The fact that we can just blow up one of those waves. Just like that. Is that possible here too? Yep. Same can be done over here, but it's a little more scary. And there we go. That's good. It's a little more scary over there. Just because, oh man. Just because Sylvanas is such a low level, you know? You know what? Let me back these up for a little bit. Arthas, you should buy some whatevers. Just a bunch of things. We'll do the same thing right here on Sylvanas. I wish I could buy some more of these things. That would be so cool. Anyway, I'll buy some of these things. And while I am losing a bunch of troops here and there, we don't really need to be super efficient, right? As long as we just clean this up eventually. As long as we clean it up eventually, I don't think we need to worry about it all too much. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing right here on Sylvanas. See if we can make it work. I don't think it's gonna happen. But actually, it's not even that bad. Alright. So that one should be taken care of like that as well, right? I was wondering why they just simply had those units right there. I'm pretty sure that we'll deal with that just fine. I think. Am I crazy for assuming that? Hold up. Why is it still not being triggered? Yo, can you walk on that? Perfect, right? Isn't that exactly what we want? Alright, so once again, we are pushing into that base. which seems alright. I'm just rallying here as many units as I can. And this is gonna be a bit of a messy one, right? Because this time around I'm not gonna be able to, like, blow it up or whatever. I'm trying to have my units into different formations, you know? So if one slips through the cracks, the rest is still gonna be alright. Now, apparently Arthas himself is taking a bunch of damage. Don't really want to deal with that. Actually, I can buy some more items on him if we need to. But next up, we'll focus right here on this one in the top right corner. Now, I know that once again, there's gonna be one of these teleports, right? Bro, really? How? Oh, man. Come on now, Sylvanas. Why do you have to be so sloppy? Okay, so 5 do end up escaping there. Not quite what I was hoping for, but we can still deal with that if we need to.
We cannot allow the humans to escape.
That's sloppy though. Don't really know exactly why that happened anyway. We had a lot of units there in the back. They're still producing, right? Yeah, they are. I seem to have pretty much an infinite amount of resources though. Okay. The fact that these militia commanders are now also attacking us over here makes this a lot more difficult. Anyway, we'll try and see if I can blow up these things. I don't know if it's gonna teleport again. Oh man. It's now only Sylvanas here, and actually a bunch of villagers are escaping. But only 2. Only 2 thus far, and we're once again taking down one of these villages. Very good. Although, once again, now there's also some over here that are apparently in trouble. Whew, this is not easy. And all of a sudden, a lot of them are going through here. Even though we are dealing a whole lot of damage, they're also pushing a lot more aggressively. Maybe I should have done the next wave over here. Or maybe I should have destroyed some of the buildings. Because it seems like Arthas is alright, right? Arthas is doing fine. Arthas is not really having any issues here after, you know, that initial wave. I mean, we had some slip through the cracks initially. But at this point we're losing the bottom right. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go back to a previous save before I took out that second village for the Lich, before I took down the one with Kel'thuzad, the second one. We're gonna do one of Sylvanas' camps here next, and actually let me have a look. I did already of course do one, but I didn't destroy any of the unit producing structures there. I'll try and see if I can do this one over here then instead. Alright. Hey, there's actually a mana fountain over there. That's super helpful. Now there's a huge wave over here though, which is a little terrifying. And actually some of the humans apparently are escaping through it, which is not quite what I was hoping for. Man, the fact that these guys can keep each other alive is so frustrating. How am I ever supposed to take out this one though? This one's a tough one. In particular, if there's paladins here as well, apparently, that are ready to fight. Oh, so this is apparently one of the bridges where some of these dudes are coming from. Alright. That's fair enough. There's also a wave coming from up there, though. And I'm a little more worried for that one. Because while I may be capable of dealing with this, it's not going to be without a lot of units dying here as well. And actually, I'm going to have to send the Lich back up here just to try and deal with this. At the same time, apparently, a few are slipping through the cracks right over here, too. Not easy. This is not an easy mission. Alright, so we're once again going after these militia commanders. I'm trying to single them out and target firing them down, because they are an absolute pain to deal with. And as long as we can take these down, life is pretty good. I can now also start pushing here towards the top left once again, the one that I already destroyed previously. I do have to continue producing here though, because of course
Stop them before they reach the pass.
this is a little messy. And actually, these militia are here as well in the bottom right corner, right? They do a lot of work. Actually, I think I may be capable of possessing these militias. Yeah, I can. Oh, that's super helpful. Alright, so here's what we'll do next then. I'll try and see if I can get some more out. We'll destroy the one dude over there in the top right, or in the top right, yeah. We'll move all of the rest of our units back. Apparently, accidentally, I let some slip through the cracks. Didn't quite want to do that, but I think the hardest part is probably going to be the bottom right corner, just because Sylvanas is so very weak. I mean, Sylvanas herself isn't necessarily that bad, but it's just that her units can easily die because she's not as high of a level. There we go. We'll grab as many of these as we can. And look at that. Actually, the militia captains are really good at taking down these buildings, or these units that are trying to escape as well. Oh, apparently Arthas died? Oh, snap. I was not paying attention to Arthas, and actually, I cannot... Oh, wait, no, I can't get him back. I can't get him back. I was gonna say, I may not be able to get him back there, but no, we're alright. We're alright there. Is he gonna be able to get back? Yeah, okay, he is. Apparently, he doesn't cost any mana. I'll leave some of these captains behind here, while possessing more. There you go. And I think these should be capable of dealing with this just fine. It's just a little messy over here because currently Arthas isn't there. But once he comes back, we should be alright. Can I actually possess these two? I can. Oh, alright. Well, that changes up a lot. We'll just have to try and get as many of these units possessed as we can. Because this alone will probably already deal with it. Arthas, you kind of need to come back, dude. My guys are kind of low. I should probably cannibalize, huh? I keep forgetting about the fact that they now do have that. Eat up some of these corpses, please. Okay. How's this part going? Oh, man. Not good, is it? Oh, man. This is not good at all. Whew. I did not realize that so many of these militia commanders would all of a sudden show up. They're going to be able to keep each other alive for a very long time. Oh, no. Actually, these guys may just be capable of running me over here.
Cannot allow the humans to escape. Slaughter the humans before they escape.
I want to try and take him out, and I think I may just be able to just barely, but at that point in the bottom right corner, we're once again in trouble. Focusing a little bit more right now on the top right corner instead, because I'm pretty sure the Lich will not be able to do very much by itself. Sylvanas needs a lot of casting here as well, but I already got a whole lot of the units here taken care of. There we go. This is a very, very, like, micro-intensive kind of battle. Just get all of these dudes. Just get all of those. That's it. Get all of the high HP ones, ideally, before we kill them. That would be helpful. And these are actually way stronger than any unit I can produce for this hero. And sadly, apparently, some of them are running a little low right now, but... low on mana, that is. And we'll just have to try and continue holding on here to all of these things. Do I need to produce anything else? Nope. Sadly, they're not going to be capable of doing so. Man, these are so difficult. So much multitasking here to do. And even though I'm doing a lot of work here, once again, the amount of militia here gets a little out of hand. We'll try and simply push in here. Trying to clear up as much of this production as we can. And actually, I think I'm going to be just fine at taking down these dudes. At least I think so. That will hopefully shut down some of the progression they're making over there. But you can see, like, the amount of healing they are throwing here is insane. And I'm not quite capable of killing all of these militia commanders. Yeah, so I'm trying my very best here to hold on, but these militia commanders are just too strong here in the top right corner. While I can progress in the other areas on the map, I don't think I did something right here in this end of the map. Maybe I shouldn't... Maybe I shouldn't have done it in the way I did, you know, with the bombs and all that, because it worked out initially and it did quite a bit of work. Apparently it continuously spawns more and more and more units, and I just simply can't hold on here. I run out of mana on Kel'thuzad. I just can't continue, like, blasting down these militia commanders. Alright, so once again, I've gone back quite a bit into the mission, and I've started picking up some more of these units much earlier on this time instead. So I'm gonna have a pretty powerful army here in the bottom right. I think it might even be a pretty good idea for me to take out the one right here in the, you know, bottom right corner first. After which I'm gonna continue with Arthas and do like Kel'thuzad last. I'm not sure if it is a good idea, but the amount of units that are spawning here are pretty, it's pretty ludicrous. It's pretty insane. Now this is still right after I took down the buildings right here, so maybe this is already going to be a bit too much. I'm not entirely sure. Regardless though, I thought my mind play was really fun, but it wasn't as efficient. This is right before I did take out the ones right there in the bottom left. We'll just have to try it out. We'll just have to try it out. That's really the only way to find out here. The amount of units though that start spawning over here is kind of insane. Anyway, I'm trying to take down as many of these knights here as we can. I really do like these militia captains though. They do a lot of work. But yeah, you can just simply see the amount of units here in this end of the map. It's a little silly. Alright, let's see if we can continue onwards here. If I could take down this base here, it would be pretty solid. Okay, we'll back up. Because ideally I'd fight the paladin outside of those towers, of course. The towers are all fine and dandy, but we are indeed dealing with this part just fine. Yeah. I just probably needed to be a little more careful. Because these militia refugee or these militia commanders, they start spawning in groups or something. Reasonably early on. It's just not the way we had this anticipated. Can I grab this one? I like that one a lot. Okay, get that? Come on, get it. How long does that cast take? Come on now. Oh man, you're kind of dumb. There we go. All right, let's take out the paladin. We'll try and see if I can keep an eye out. But look at it, right? Like, just more and more militia commanders join. And if I don't clear up this base, I think they just continuously keep spawning. And right now, I can't. Well, that's unfortunate because that basically means I need to go back all the way to the very beginning of this mission. Not quite what I was hoping for. Not quite what I was hoping for indeed. Because it was the second base that I cleaned up, right? The second bunch of farms there. Oh well. Oh well. Live and learn. Making progress here. We'll start stealing as many of these dudes as we possibly can. I can try and take down the base. If I take it out fully, I'm probably gonna be alright, but I'll just sit back for now. And just simply stand here defensively, see if it's gonna be a little bit easier this way. Queuing up as many of these units as we can. And every single time a wave comes by, I'll pick up a bunch more units here with these banshees. And actually, I believe there's 2 knights right over here, as well as one right over there. Which is good. But you can see right now, right? There's not nearly as many units here in the top right corner as there were previously. I really think it is because I didn't clean up that base fully. That more and more units decided to come in. Alright, we'll try and take down this base right here in the top right corner first. I think that's a pretty good idea. I can still put up one of those mines just like that. Just to sort of like defend the path, I suppose. These are all fine and dandy. These are all fine and looking solid. You can see just the amount of units just spawn over here are much smaller right now. I don't know if it's time-based or if it's because I just barely did not kill that previous base. Regardless though, let's destroy the barricade. We'll save right here just in case. And we'll push onwards. Alright, we back up. Because of course those troops show up here. We don't really want to deal with those if we can. It'll avoid that. I need to kill that paladin before anything else. Just because otherwise it's getting a little bit messy. We've got some of these troops right over here. You guys can hang out. And this is looking good. This is looking good. I like this a lot. Now of course there's going to be a bubble again. And I'm going to lose some troops here. But that's okay. I think after we kill this paladin, he's alright. Dagran The Orc Slayer. That's a pretty badass title, not gonna lie. These militia captains, though, they are incredibly good. Okay, Lich, get him. Okay, let's see if we can take him out right now. Looks like we can.
Come, traitor, and taste the wrath of the holy light.
And now it's time to start taking down the rest of this stuff. Once again, though, we may have to back up for a little while. Just until a little bit later. And actually, I may need to bring some more troops over here as well. Just because we are losing a little more than I had anticipated. Well, actually, I can summon these right now. This should be the most difficult base here for us to take out. As long as we can take these guys, we should be capable of doing this. My units do have a tendency to walk around, but we just have far less units to deal with right now. So I think I should be capable of killing this base right here, killing these farms quite easily, and then I don't know. I think I'm just gonna move onwards towards the next base too. I mean, this one is just fine. That one's doable. Arthas' one seems really pretty straightforward here as well. I'll go ahead and save. All right, let's take out these barrels just like that. Let's take out these guys here as well, which is fine. And I guess we can move with these dudes now too. Just like that. And I think this is gonna take care of this all just fine. Yep, very good. Once again, just using my Z ability there to try and take this all out. And I think that should be that taken care of. Although I don't really want to... Alright, I was going to say, I don't really want to have any of them escape here for free, but nope. They're not going to be capable of doing so. Very good. Queue up as many of these dudes as we can. Sadly, I can't quite queue them up right now. But that is this one also obliterated. Alright. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So I was just checking out for a little bit if my troops could potentially join up together. Sadly, it looks like they just will not be able to do so. It's a little bit unfortunate. But I think I can start pushing here into the final base on Sylvanas' end. Of course, there's going to be one remaining here, which should make this doable. They keep wandering off into the distance here. You guys really don't need to do that. Just move back, please.
Show me a target. Give the order.
And we'll push on for a little while longer.
Show me a target. You called to the order. What must I do?
Very good. And actually, I may be able to just simply pick up the Rune of Healing here. She's, by the way, at level 4 right now, which is great. Maybe I should just take out these buildings just like that. I don't think I really need to worry about all of this. I can just possess some of these things if I need to. And that is that complete end of the map taken care of. I'll double check once again if my troops can join up together, but I don't think they can. Perfect. Very good. Alright, well. Apparently a last second resurrect there. A little annoying. Can I potentially get down here? Is that an option? I don't think so. Man, that's unfortunate though. I actually thought we might just barely be able to. Nope. Nope. I can burn down some trees maybe, but all of this is just barely not able to join up together. That is unfortunate. Anyway, so Sylvanas is done right now. Only 2/3 of the mission remaining, and I've only been playing for an hour and a half. No, we're doing well though. We're doing well. Alright, time to continue onwards. Let me save, of course, as always. We're gonna save. Let me queue up any additional units here we can. I'll make sure to pick up any more items here as well on kill. Well, not on kill, rather. Kel and kill. Match made in heaven. Totally not confusing at all. Apparently there is a pretty important base over here. I really don't care though. I just simply want to complete this mission. Which base should I do first? There's two. This one is a little easier. I think I'm gonna do the harder one first, just so we can potentially shut down some reinforcing units that may come from that angle. Alright. And we'll attack move. We'll attack move straight down. Come on, dudes. Time to walk. Yeah, it seems like nothing is really pushing here anymore in the bottom right, so that's perfect. I could potentially also try and just simply... How did he get over there? Wait, how did you get on the other end of the map? Did he walk there? Whoa, how is this one there? I guess it may have glitched through the... No, actually, no, I just walked. Never mind. I was assuming something amazing happened. Turns out it's not quite the case. I can still throw my death in a cage just like that, though. Do some damage.
We will never abandon Lordaeron, Arthas. We will never give up.
Oh, I wonder if I actually took a little bit too much damage here. Yeah, I should probably engage this a little bit more carefully. Yeah, so for some odd reason, I'm having a really hard time fighting on Kel'thuzad's end of the map. So I think I'm just gonna focus on Arthas first and see how that goes, because I'm not entirely sure if I may be doing something wrong or what. But anyway, let's do a little bit of scouting up ahead here as well. You should come back around.
I shall be your eyes.
But for some odd reason, though, it's being really tough here in the top right corner. I've been trying for a good little while. I don't think I'm missing anything in particular either. It's just apparently not working out just yet. A little unfortunate. Anyway, we can use Cannibalize here on all of these corpses as soon as we need to, which is pretty good. We'll just use it after every single one of these engagements.
My sight is yours.
And I think we'll just have to try a little harder here in a bit. In the top right. I mean, I think I can get away with mostly necromancers, right? I don't think I should really make anything else. We are maxed out. It's a little strange.
What is it now?
I don't know if any humans are currently trying to escape, actually. Maybe I should send some of these guys back. If you guys want to eat, eat.
The humans are escaping.
We cannot allow the humans to escape.
Alright, apparently one accidentally got through there. That's not too big of a deal, though. I thought after killing that, or after dealing with that part on Sylvanas' end of the map, I thought it would become significantly more easy, but she seemed to have the more straightforward path at the very least. Oh man, one of my abominations died. That's not very nice. You guys don't really need to autocast that, to be honest. Just save your mana. Save your mana. We'll get there soon. Actually, let me see how you get towards this one right here in the bottom, or in the top left, rather. Okay.
What is it now?
You guys done eating? Nom 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 nom. It's always so funny to see the abominations as well as the ghouls eat. Anyway, we'll save right here.
What is it now?
And we'll push into this base. Now we'll trigger them just like that, and I will back up because I don't really want to fight on top of all of the towers. If I can at all avoid that, that is. And while I may run into some issues here, I still got my scrolls and whatnot here as well. Just trying to keep dudes alive here for as long as we can. Of course, I got anime dead and everything here ready to go as well. I think eventually my troops should be a little more powerful than theirs.
Humans are nearing the pass. Stop them.
Okay. Anime dead. We use a mana pot here as well because we can. And actually, this that anime dead skill rather is really strong. They actually used to have health, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they used to have health once upon a time. Apparently not more, not anymore. That's okay. Well, apparently once again these militia commanders are a bit of a pain. We're doing alright. Ooh, a want of neutralization. Rune of healing? Sure. Get all of those. Throw a quick death coil that way, because I think we are about to jump into this base, which will probably be our best bet. I think after cleaning these up, we're gonna be just fine. 5 villages have escaped. Wait, where? Oh, snap. Are they somehow sneaking past? Ah, 5 is alright still, though. I think we could even get away with, like, having none at all get through this. Anyway, we're gonna, of course, have to deal with this aggression. I'll use some of the abominations to just start destroying some of these things. Yeah, so they do seem to spawn out of these houses. I didn't think that was a thing here, but apparently it is. Halak the Lifebringer. Why you have to be such a pain in the ass, dude? Now, Mr. Paladin, we've been fighting here for a good couple of minutes now. Did I just hear the sound once again of another bubble? Are you kidding me? This guy has got infinite amounts of HP. Not quite what I was hoping for. But I think that eventually we'll probably be able to take this one down. But what a mess. I should probably just go straight after these houses, to be honest. They prevent new enemies from spawning. Maybe just with Arthas or something, but... These fights just simply take a very long time because all of these enemies just continuously keep spawning in. Look at that. Come on, take down that damn paladin. Come on now. Take it down. Don't worry about anything else. Just shoot it down. Whew. There we go, finally. And I think with that down, we can finally start fighting that base quite easily here as well. Oh, Lich, what about you joining in this battle as well, dude? That would be helpful. Ooh, I guess we can spawn a few skeletons just like that. That works for me. But eventually, we should be capable of doing this. So I'm cleaning up these guys. Just like that. Sylvanas at least is looking alright. Sylvanas is looking pretty strong. We'll save right here. And here's what we'll do, okay? Right click, right click, right click. Well, I guess it's shift click and attack move. But you know what? We'll just take down these farms as aggressively as we can to try and prevent new units from spawning here. Oh, I got no more mana. That's a little unfortunate. Come on. And that's that one taken care of. Very good. So apparently the Paladin is back in action once again. But at least we are eventually going to be capable of cleaning up that base. Very good. Now 7 of the enemies have managed to go through so far, which is not quite what we were hoping for. I should probably actually remake some units. That's why this part is going so poorly. Because I didn't realize apparently I've only got 24 supply worth. Not a whole lot. Let's summon some skeletons here in the meantime. And while I don't quite have infinite amounts of resources, effectively speaking, there's going to be very little they can actually do to try and prevent this from, you know, dying out, I suppose, due to resource loss.
What needs revealing?
Anyway, this is going to be the final base right here for Arthas to take out, which is actually kind of scary. My god, what a pain.
Before they escape, we cannot allow the humans to escape.
What a painful mission here so far. Just because, you know, it's just simply so many units. It's just simply so many different units that can spawn here everywhere. But eventually, apparently, I ended up losing 2 more dudes there, or I ended up getting 2 more going through the gate. I should be capable of cleaning this one up. Should be. I swear to God, these paladins, man. They've got that, like, invulnerability on for like a good 5 minutes or so. Look how long it lasts. Well, it finally wears off there. But still. Whew. Paladin. Ha, he's down. Alright, very good. All that's left now is 1 more base for Arthas. And probably 3 more for the what is it called? 3 more right here for Kel'thuzad, for the Lich, which is turning out to be a bit of a tough one. Not gonna lie, bit of a tough one. Apparently, there's actually a store right over here. Let's have a quick look. Do you sell anything good? Boots of Speed, very nice. Scroll of Protection, Dust of Appearance, Lesser Invulnerability. That's pretty good. Scroll of Speed. Vampiric Potion adds 2 bone to... Ooh, that's pretty good. Although all of these are... okay. I think the Boots of Speed was probably the best item right there. Anyway. I've cleaned up everything that's around here as well. Or I've done at least as many things as I could see. I know there's still one dude right over there. Or at least one dude right over there, but I don't really care too much about him. I just want to get this mission over with. It's already been roughly 2 hours. A little under 2 hours so far that I've been playing this mission for. That's crazy. Alright. Well, I've got good items here. Actually, I think I should probably sell the Want of Neutralization, because I'm not really seeing all too much use for that one right now. But other than that, at least so far, we're defending the top right corner of the map quite nicely. Next up, though, maybe I could even break down some of the trees and potentially get over there. But next up, though, it's time for us to target fire down that pack horse, because apparently that pack horse doesn't want to die. But next up, we're gonna fight the base here that's next for Arthas. I'm getting the same vibe over here, though, in the bottom left corner. That a lot more units are spawning now that I'm actually starting to, you know, head my, or make my way right here to the third position. You guys just simply stand right over there. I guess I can summon a few dudes. We'll clean up this wave, and I'll make sure here to save as well. But still, I'm starting to get the vibe here that more and more units start spawning in this area here too. Just now that more and more of my units are killing their buildings. Ooh. Did not pay close attention to that one. Although I should still be capable of doing quite a bit of work. It's hard to say exactly where the area of that spell is at. Maybe I actually should not be fighting over here. Maybe I should actually be fighting a little bit closer to my, you know, away from those towers, I suppose, you know? Like, fighting right over here is kind of risky. This is also pretty terrifying, though, because as soon as I finally clean up a wave of these attackers, the next one is already here. And while I'm doing alright at, like, killing all of this, right? I can't really easily engage all of these towers as well as the Archmage there. I mean, that Archmage is not particularly powerful, but it's just that my units are also big and clumsy, that they've, you know, they aren't really capable of really, you know, slowing this one down, I suppose, you know? Like, they're just simply gonna bump into each other, and they're never gonna make it to that dude. Maybe I should just right-click on him, though. May very well be our best bet. Just simply go after him, just like that. Actually, that may have been the best choice here all along. I didn't consider that yet. Oh, maybe I should have done that way earlier, actually. You know what? I'm getting a little tired right here of fighting with Arthas, because it's not quite making that much progress here. It's taking a long time, so instead we'll head down here and see if we can try out Kel'thuzad's way. Now, Kel'thuzad so far, as I'm sure you are aware, doesn't look particularly easy either. There are there's one massive bridge right here, and this seems to be a really quite an important junction, because it can show us where the different troops are coming from. We need to try and take these all out at the same time, before we try and push into this base right here down below. Of course, I need to try and get as many of these skeletons with me as I can, while taking down all of these militia.
This better be good.
But this seems to be one of the more important junctions right over here, just because I think that most of the human troops are going through here. Anyway, we'll have to try and move back here. And I'll just simply try and push here. Really? How? All my troops were right there. I guess they must have not been paying attention, huh?
We will never abandon
Alright.
on Arthas. We will never give up.
That's fair enough.
What does the shadow want?
Trying to bait him here towards a bunch of skeletons, but we do need to make sure that we fight that paladin here at a correct timing, because otherwise it's gonna be too tricky. I'll actually just simply auto-cast right now on that spell, just so we can make sure nothing slips past either.
Slaughter the humans before they escape.
And actually, we may just need to simply fight right over there. So many dudes, though. So many dudes. Now, these skeletons, of course, will time out, right? So that's one important thing to keep in mind here. We currently can't fight the paladin, but he's soon gonna time out here himself, I think. There we go. How? Are you guys really that incompetent of holding this one? Come on, kill it, please. Alright, good. Get over there. Oh, actually, there are some coming from this angle as well. Oh man, this is a tricky one. Hold up, we're gonna have to back up. We're gonna have to back up. Just because I need to fight over here. With the Lich right now. Some of my troops can fight this, that's all fine and dandy. But I'm gonna have to take my time here, pushing down towards the base below. It's just that I killed the paladin right now, but he will undoubtedly be respawning here in just a little bit. You see how tricky the mission is turning out to be though? Man, what a mess. Alright, let's go. Let's go, we gotta push down here. I just cleaned up these dudes. Just cleaned up that militia commander. We've got vision over at this area, so I know there's not gonna be anything right now. So I'm pretty sure this gives me a bit of safe time to try and take down the base here to the bottom left. You guys weren't kidding when you said that this one would be hard.
Our forces are under attack. Our brethren need assistance.
Okay. There we go. Now once again, one of these dudes will come in here. I wonder if I'm gonna have enough reinforcements to take this one out. Because this is all turning out to be a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. Can of course grant some shields and all that. Maybe I should actually bring the Lich back home now to try and defend against this. I hope that these guys will be powerful enough to take all of this out.
Our brethren need assistance. What does the shadow will?
Okay, take down that human, please. Come on, Lich. Get over there. I'll go ahead and put down one of these things as well. Alright, very nice. Even though these are all timed units, they're gonna be capable of cleaning this up. Otherwise, I'll come back around here in just a second to take down the final one. I think we've done the first one for Kel'thuzad, or Kel'thuzad rather, right over here. Just barely though. Just barely. Now immediately new reinforcements come in, but... Wait, what?
The pain is unbearable. What is happening to me?
Danger draws near. Power is fading. Time is running out.
King Arthas, do you need assistance?
No, the pain is past. But my powers are diminished. Something is terribly wrong here.
Wait, what?
Shall we recall our forces?
No, I will finish the hunt. We'll solve this mystery once our business is done.
Our forces are under attack.
I did not anticipate for that thing.
What does the shadow
Do we have enough here to try and kill this thing? Apparently it's not gonna happen for now. I have never seen that cutscene. That is so cool.
Frostborn hunger.
Our brethren need
Alright.
Finally.
Man. This is a really tough mission though. I don't know how hard it's or how good it's showing in a video, but this is not easy by any stretch. But at least we killed that base. Now I'm a little worried that killing that final building there may be a bit tricky. Regardless though, we've got 2 more bases here to follow up with. This one is probably doable. I think that one we can work with.
Yes, right away.
I'm mostly worried here for the one in the top left corner, because that base seems awfully powerful. Alright, time to push onwards. Oh, apparently they're accidentally fighting this thing right here in the center. Alright, fair enough. You guys can fight that if you really want to. That's alright with me. Maybe I should clean maybe I should clean up the Arthas one first. I'm not sure. At least I killed him. Ring of Protection +1. Wow, amazing. Incredible item.
Before they escape.
This better be. Our forces are under
Of course, we do need to continuously produce more and more things here. Already 13 dudes went through. Not quite what I was hoping for. But we are once more pushing onwards here. Try and see if I can take down some of these things. A rune of restoration. That's super nice. There we go.
Speak, fool.
I'm not sure how much I have to worry about Arthas' troops right now. I have no idea.
The dead shall serve. Our brethren need assistance.
Somehow some apparently managed to go through.
Our forces are under attack.
But I think we may be able to take down the second base here for Kel'thuzad as well. The final one is going to be tricky though. Oh, well, apparently the paladin is back. But I think we can just simply fight that. And if one thing we've learned so far is that units spawn from those farms, right? So I need to take down these farms. Take him down. That should be that base taken care of. I don't care about anything else over here. Very good. Only 2 remaining after about 2.5 hours. The two most difficult camps are still remaining. I actually hope I didn't overextend right there, because I don't I don't have anything anymore. Lich, get out. If I can stabilize here, that would be great. If not, I may have to take that engagement again. The paladin is still here though. I don't know if he's gonna fight me or if he's gonna chase me down at all. I have no idea. Oh no. Couple apparently went through. I don't even know how. You know what? I'm just gonna put you guys right over there. The rest can just stand to safety instead. Alright, buy all the things. As long as we can take out this wave and be alright, I think I'm gonna be capable of stabilizing here. Oh man, once again though, so many of these things. They're gonna be capable of keeping each other alive for such a long time. You can see. No way, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's one. Oh, no way. And apparently, I did not realize this. Apparently, I forgot to save. I'm gonna have to do a big chunk all over again. And even though I've cleaned up the second base once again on Kel'Thuzad's end, I'm afraid that I won't be able to play for any more today because I've been playing for so many hours. I figured that this mission would be tough, but man, it's turning out to be a lot more difficult than I had anticipated. Alright, so it's the next day. I'm once again feeling confident. We're gonna start off where I left off yesterday, but I've been thinking about it for a little bit. I may very well, need to restart the mission just because I wasted all of the mines that I had. I think I could do quite a bit of damage with that just over the course of, you know, a little bit of practice. Anyway, I'm once again feeling confident. I feel like I can continue onwards, but, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Little bit frustrated. In particular yesterday. After trying out for like a whole lot of time. Anyhow, we just have to continue onwards for now and see if we can break their defenses. If not, I'm just simply gonna go ahead and continue onwards with a new beginning here instead. So there's a bunch of different ones that we have left over. Of course, there's one still here in the top left, which shouldn't really be that big of an issue, to be honest, but there's just simply so many troops that are spawning that it makes it rather difficult to see exactly what to focus on first and where I should be heading my, or where I should be, you know, focusing my attention on next. Maybe I should just continuously spawn more and more skeletons and just sort of like attack move in that direction. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's not that bad of an idea. Okay, so none of these units should easily, you know, be able to push through here. There's still a base here in the middle as well. And actually, come to think of it, there's actually a bunch of these. Is this where the paladins spawned from? I think that may very well be the case. I think this may very well be the point where the paladins spawn from, which wouldn't be all too surprising, I guess. Anyway, we're taking out here as much as we possibly can. We're doing a bunch of damage. I guess I'll pick up that ring. I'm gonna simply have to try and destroy the things that are here before moving onwards. And just take my time, really. I think that's probably key. If not, we'll just have to restart it. Okay, so we're pushing onwards here. Trying to do as much here as I possibly can. Sadly, my dudes do run out of mana after a little while, which is a little unfortunate. But at least we've somewhat broken their aggression. But once again, as soon as I do, the militia commander is pushing in here. You know what? I may just want to start, start off fresh. Hold on, I want to check one thing. Is it possible for me to move with Arthas straight towards the center here? Because what I could potentially do is get the potion of invulnerability as well as the boots of speed from this thing here right from the get-go. I can. I think I would be capable of just simply blowing up the altars of King right from the very beginning, which will probably prevent these paladins from respawning altogether. And at that point I can probably do the same thing, I guess, with the Lich as well. Hold on, let me have a look at the Lich. Oh, I guess the Lich actually just ended up falling. I think I may very well be able to push onto the base right here in the top left as well, which is the most heavily fortified one for, Kel'thuzad's end. You know what we'll try and do is do exactly that. Also, I want to head over to that mana fountain a little bit earlier on into the game. Not gonna lie, this may be a very dumb idea because I've been playing this for so many hours. Anyway, we'll just simply start making as many units here as we can on each and every end of the map. We'll do the same thing right here. Get these guys ready to go. And of course the same in the top right corner too. And we'll try and see if we can destroy the one right over there as soon as we can. And at the same time, I want to make sure that I move towards... where is it? Right around right here, I think. Towards that shop, right at the very beginning. So, we'll be safe here with Sylvanas for a little while longer. Maybe I should patrol a bunch of these dudes around. Just so we can try to be safe. Is it possible for me to get over there? I think it is. Okay, the Lich is moving over. I can indeed get in there right away. So I'll pick up the boots of speed, as well as the scroll of protection, I guess. And I'll try and see if I can head straight towards the center. Okay, the Lich is moving in here. If she can go in there, right, and destroy this final base right from the get-go, life would become way more straightforward. Although, ooh, she sort of got stuck just now, which is unfortunate.
Arthas, you wear your father's crown as if you earned it.
If it dies here, that's not too big of a deal, right? You think this is okay? You think this works? Come on, please kill that. If that kills that, that would be huge. Did it?
We will never abandon Lord Arthas.
Oh, just barely not. I think it's possible, though. I think it's possible. What if I pop the potion of invulnerability right here, and I just simply... I actually can apparently make my way over there as well, surprisingly enough. I didn't think that was possible. But we'll just try it out here. I'm pretty sure that with the potion of invulnerability, I can just simply... I can just simply blow up that thing in the middle right away, right? Is that a thing? Hold on, let's have a look. So with the potion of invulnerability, I could get out of there right away. Can I blow up these altars of King? Or the altar of the Kings right here, right away? Is that a thing? Well, apparently I didn't hit one of them, but it's possible. We just have to be really accurate. Alright, let's try again. Here we go. We're gonna push in once again. Get the boots of speed. Get the potion of lesser invulnerability. We'll try and see if I can get down there very soon. At the same time, I want to move onwards right here with the Lich towards the base in the top left. I'll make sure to save right here as well. Loco 10. We've needed a bunch of saves here so far. But if I can queue this up properly... I don't really need to rush this one, right? If I can queue this one up properly... we should be capable of getting in there right from the get-go. And if that is the case, I think we may be able to do this. Now, I'm gonna have to position this pretty much... I think I may have just messed it up, actually, just barely. Hold up, let's see. Does this work? Because we can easily respawn it, right? So there we go. We put all of them down right away. It's gonna take a second to arm. If this blows up this village, I think we may save ourselves a huge headache later on. And yes, that does work. Alright. That's huge. Alright, let's see if we can get back. I may end up losing her, but that's okay. Or her. I guess Kel'thuzad is a him. Alright, next up, we want to do the same thing right here in the center. So where's that center at? Apparently, by the way, I can join forces. I didn't realize that. And actually, the Lich can just simply get out. That's really nice.
Before they reach the pass.
Okay. So this is the shenanigans that I was talking about. Once again, I'll save on Loco 10.
What is it now?
And what I want to do is get in there.
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Put down all of these things and use the potion of invulnerability to get out.
You wear your
Is that a thing?
crown as if you earned it.
Maybe I need to
May
pop it right
kill
now.
me, but my brethren will never stop hounding you.
I can't believe any of you survived the first purge. No matter. After today, your self-righteous...
No, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. We can do it. We can do it. This is a great start. If we can prevent the paladin from spawning, life would become significantly easier. We just need to pop the potion of invulnerability first, right when we enter. It's gonna last only 7 seconds, so we got 7 seconds here to click accurately.
You wear your father's crown as if you earned it.
Alright, get out.
You may
Wait, they
kill
actually
me,
kill it.
but my brethren will never stop hounding you.
I can't believe any of
Wait, they actually attack it. No. We can't have that happen.
After today, your self-righteous order...
Come on, there's still one in there. Yeah, that works. Dude, that works. Alright, get out, Arthas. Alright, get back. And then we'll get started. If we get started right now, right? We're pretty much still in a perfect position. I think that this would be so much easier if we continue onwards from here instead.
Slaughter the humans before they escape.
Okay, so he's making his way back. Exactly the way I had it hoped. We'll use one. Get one of those things going.
Are nearing the pass. Stop them.
Get some more scrolls right over there too.
Pass.
And I guess we'll once again have to steal some units here on all of those banshees. Once again, taking over all of these militia captains who seem awfully powerful, and at the same time we're pushing onwards right here. So I'm pretty sure if we kill one of the paladins right now, they're not gonna be capable of respawning. I'm pretty sure that that should work. I hope. So we'll push in here. So there one of the paladins is. That's fair enough. And while there is still gonna be a bit of a mess, having a few of these dudes actually in the back justifies a lot of the aggression. Okay, please kill that dude. Very good. And even though that paladin is still invulnerable, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be able to come back. Pretty sure it's not gonna be able to, or not gonna be able to come back. We're still trying to take over all of these militia captains here as well. Apparently, by the way, these dudes are a little stronger than I remembered. We'll just continue producing as much here as we can. If I can take out the paladin though, I'm pretty sure this will all be much more straightforward. Because if he can't respawn, right? Which I hope is the case. Alright, so I'm finally hitting the paladin here. Took a little bit of time. I guess we'll figure it out the hard way very soon here. Whether or not, you know, he will actually be coming back. Once again, he's of course got Divine Shield ready to go. And I'm trying to possess as many of these militia captains as we can. Once we get a sort or a suitable amount of them, really like the end or this end of the map is rather easy. Alright, so once again, Paladin, come on now. How long does that spell last?
No one orders me around.
Come on now. Come on now, Circle of the Holy Light. There we go. I think that's him down.
What is it now?
I think that's him down, because that basically completes, you know, one of the quest objectives right at the very beginning, right? I'm pretty sure it was a good idea. I think. Okay, so that is the second of the towns obliterated. Right now, I think Arthas can take a bit of a chill pill. He can just simply hang out for a little while. Destroy anything that comes on his path.
This better be good.
And I think we'll start moving here with Sylvanas next. Or maybe we should try out and see if we can make Kel'thuzad work instead. You know what? We'll try Kel'thuzad first. Kel'thuzad is probably the hardest one that I've had to face so far. And as long as I can grab myself some additional troops here on Sylvanas, like once I max out, you know, once I max out on all of those different, what are they called? Banshees, life is gonna be really pretty straightforward. We'll try and see if we can kill some things here. Now, I do have to be careful that I don't overextend. But I think killing the base right now in the top left makes a little bit more sense if I do that one first. Just because I'm gonna get so many things out of this. And, you know, this one over here is quite easy to do, I guess. Even though this one is towers as well. I don't know. I don't know which one's harder.
What does the shadow will?
I do need to clean up these dudes first. So we'll move back just for a second. And it's gonna be a little bit of cycling, I guess, before we get the perfect engagement. But I think once we do, it's gonna be pretty good. There we go. You take over that one, please. Oh, there you go. Very good. Alright, here we go. I think I've broken them. I think I've broken them successfully. Now, of course, once again, that paladin will come in and it's gonna be a bit of a pain. But this one should be taken care of just like this as well. And I think this will now prevent me from having to deal with that paladin in the other engagements. Yeah, so even though this is gonna still be a pretty long and tedious fight, I guess. Just because there's simply gonna be about 16 different, what are they called? Spells and whatnot available. And I may still have some trouble here. I think I'm gonna be capable of doing this. I mean, he's just gonna have so much protection. There we go, once again. He triggers that Divine Shield. Okay, is that the Paladin down? Oh! Of course not. Of course not. He's still alive. With a very small amount of HP. But this is okay. This is okay. We can deal with this. I'm probably gonna have to take him out here, though. I don't know if he can teleport back again. Or if he's capable of doing that at all. There we go. Get him down. Very good. Anyone else that needs to be picked up over here? Yes, you. Alright, alright, got that one. Got that one taken care of. Ooh, there's a bunch of dudes actually trying to move past here. Wasn't paying attention to home very much.
Another human has made it through the pass.
Another? Well, I mean, there's only been like one. No need to be dramatic. Okay, so this is my last Banshee here in the bottom right corner of the map. I think I'll go ahead and take over the militia captain here. There we go. And at this point, we got a really strong army here of all kinds of units that I did not begin with. What I'll go ahead and do is save right here. I guess I can save on Loco 10, that's fair enough. And we'll start fighting with her here next. So there's a bunch of different fights that we are gonna have to worry about, I guess, but all things considered, I think I'm gonna be capable of just simply rallying like that. Could probably see if I can take out this as well, but other than that, I'll buy some more items here in the bottom right corner, and I think we'll try to push onwards here. These militia captains, though, they are really strong. We'll pick up some upgrades. I can try and silence, I guess. There we go. I don't know if that human is once again gonna come in here, but if I'm not seeing a paladin here, that means we're doing pretty well, right? I think. Oh no, there is a paladin here after all, but that's okay. I can spawn in some more of these dudes. And I guess I can silence him as well.
They're getting away.
That's okay.
Come, traitor, and taste the wrath of the holy light.
There we go. I silenced him, so that means that he's not going to be capable of continuing onwards. with that aggression. I think that that should be this camp taken care of here as well. We'll move straight on towards the next one. So we can hopefully take this one down. Actually, am I not just simply capable of pushing onwards like this? I mean, I'm not gonna use the mines here now anyway, right? Get over there. Sylvanas. Come on now, you slowpoke. There we go. I think that should be that taken care of. I think that is already Sylvanas' end of the map done. Actually, I don't even need these mines. That was kind of a waste, to be honest. Yep. Very good. Very, very good. Smooth so far. Looking pretty solid. Next up is Kel'thuzad once again. We're just simply pushing here with as many of these things as we can find. Nah, the humans are nearing the pass. Actually, there are still some troops going around over here, apparently. Didn't realize that. Not sure where they're coming from anyway, but that's alright. Okay. And I may actually just need to go ahead and use my ultimate, because I'm not really using it very often right here on Kel'thuzad, even though it is really strong. Very good. And it's time to push onwards once more. Is anyone escaping here then? I highly doubt it. Okay, very good. We'll just have to shoot this down. I mean, you can see though, like the fact that there's no more of these things spawning. There's no more, you know, paladins that are being a pain. This just becomes so much easier. The fact that we can just blow up those temples right at the very beginning makes a huge difference. And I think that this one should be taken care of right now as well. Although that wasn't as clean as I was hoping for. If I can clean this up eventually, I'm not gonna complain about any of this. Just get him. Just get the towers. That's the only things we care about here. Oh, apparently I've got a bunch of skeletons just hanging out over there. Can you target? No, you simply can't target fire down buildings. Good. Good. Very good. And I think actually if I would clean this up as well, that's already this corner of the map done as well, right? And while there may still be some aggression coming in here, I mean, apparently some units are still spawning somewhere. We're taking care of this last farm. And at that point, there's only a few villagers remaining. There we go. 6 out of 9 obliterated. Whew, close one there. Yeah, so this is once again going to the Lich King cutscene. Apparently that happens after destroying a certain amount.
Tread lightly. No one orders me around.
But that's good. That's very good. Now there is still one up here actually. Oh no, never mind. Did I just say that Sylvanas' end was already done? No. Okay, I actually misunderstood. So I've killed 2 right now in Sylvanas. We actually have 1 remaining. I was wondering where all of these units were coming from. That's kind of silly of me. Alright, so there we go. 7 out of 9 bases obliterated. One of the main quests has been completed already.
What must I do? Show me a target.
I'm pretty sure we're doing this. I'm pretty sure we're finally getting through to this. Now the last thing to do is still a pretty tricky one. And that is Arthas' end of the map here as well. But at least we're making good progress. Although I think I need to get some area of effect scrolls and make them feed. You okay, guys? Take out that dude real quick, though. I'll just use some potions here because I can buy new items here for free, pretty much anyway. No particular downside to doing that, if I understand correctly. But that's that one taken care of here as well, and I'll have to make sure that I take these dudes with me here too. So let me buy some items, and that will continue. So many barrels along the way here to kill as well. Oh, there we go. Apparently I got a good item. Now here's a little thought process. I'm not sure if it will work like this, but I was thinking, if I can potentially move over some of my troops as well, I can maybe join up with Arthas, using Sylvanas right here, as well as using Kel'thuzad. Now there are quite a few troops, and we bypassed all of this. Ooh, that was a little unfortunate. Almost lost that, actually. Did you see that? But if I can simply just take these dudes out, and we just hang out over here, I can engage the base here in the center from 2 different angles. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna go ahead and save here, I'm pretty sure that I will be able to join up with Arthas in the other end, or on the other end rather.
My talents are yours.
Which would make this pretty straightforward.
I've been thinking.
I'm here.
Okay, so we're pushing right now with both ends of the map.
What must I do?
Okay, very good.
The moment is upon us.
Pushing here as well. And even though I am gonna lose a few troops, I should be more than capable of pushing here, right? I think. Oh, we do need to take out that dude in the back.
Cannot allow the humans to escape.
What does the shadow do?
Okay. Very nice. And we're actually taking down this base here. I guess I didn't even need to use that fancy spell there with the mines early on. And you know, try and get rid of the paladins this way. I guess it works out just like I am right now, or I am doing right now as well. But at least, this will now allow me to join forces here with Arthas. And once again, I'm a save to be safe. But once I do, I'm pretty sure life will be much easier here, because I'm gonna have 3 different heroes to play with, rather than just the handful that I've been messing with so far. So there we go. There they are. Oh man, they finally joined up. They finally joined up.
Show me a target.
What a mess. What a messy mission. I'm actually glad I restarted it today though, because it's been a long time. I was getting a little frustrated, in particular yesterday. You may have noticed that. You may have noticed that this game is by no stretch easy. Now, if this is to set an example for the rest of the campaign, I'm a little worried. And there we go. That should be this base down here as well. And I'm pretty sure that we're finally gonna be able to get there by moving to the final base up here. We'll just have to keep on rallying units. You guys, head over there. You guys, head over there. You can do whatever you please. Can I silence her as well from a distance? Is that a thing? Yep, I can. And that will shut down a lot of those spells. So here we go. We're just gonna force our way through, apparently. Way too many forces for them to stop us with. And while Kel'thuzad apparently has lost a bunch of dudes, which isn't quite what I had anticipated or planned on, we should be capable of just simply taking out the last of these farms. And finally, after hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, complete this one. I think it's been probably about 3 to 4 hours on this mission right here. I haven't been keeping very close track, but it's been a little while. Finally.
At last, the alliance is finished. Once we round up the last stragglers, we should be... not again.
It is I, the Lich King. Danger draws near the frozen throne. You must return to Northrend immediately. Obey.
My king, you are not well.
Take me back to the capital. I have a long journey ahead of me.
And I think that journey is what we are starting off with in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, even though it's a little long. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I want to thank you very much so for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next episode.